I'm up here in the attic, finally getting around to making an update video of the progress we've made. I had a few videos just kind of covering what the plans were up here originally to finish this off. We have about 1,500 square feet up here. When I first built this house, I knew in the beginning that I wanted this additional space. So I went with these attic style trusses up here. And some of this is actually conventionally framed because we have this area where the east wing of the home and the north wing of the home kind of come together in this section. This house is shaped like a T, so this is sort of the center of where all of that joins together. So some of this is conventionally framed in here, like you'll see with the 2x12s and these joists going across here. But all this, these are all trusses. All of that section down there is all trusses. This way is all trusses. And like I said, this is sort of the joining area. So I'll just do a little walkthrough of what we got going on here. So this area in here, if you've seen some of my other videos, this is sort of the storage area. I call it the warm storage because we also have what I refer to as cold storage outside of this door. This actually continues with trusses above the garage. However, the garage is heated, so it's not really cold, but it's not as heated as the house. So we keep this around 60 degrees. This is where below this is the garage or the shop where I build all my boiler systems and work on everything in there. So I do keep this heated. Like I said, usually about 60 degrees. So it's nice that we have like all of our seasonal things that we would normally be able to store in cold storage. I have some tools out here, a lot of pool stuff, outdoor patio stuff. But inside here, we have the ability in this large area to store all the things we need to, and eventually there will be more. I have some stuff scattered around the house, but just all our typical storage items and holiday stuff that we pack away. So again, in other videos, I've covered all the HVAC systems, so go ahead and check those videos out if you want to learn about that. The HVAC, air handlers, and the ERV unit. I have two air handlers in this home, two ERVs, just because we have a lot of volume here to cover. So what I've been working on is framing in this whole attic area. What we've done is added a bedroom. Back in the back there will be a additional sort of living room or play area for the kids, especially when they get older. I want them to be able to, we don't have a basement. This is a slab on grade home, so they don't have an area they could kind of go escape down to. They have their bedrooms or our main living room, but I wanted them to have an area where they could sort of have their own little game room and hangout area with their friends. And that's kind of why we also did the additional bedroom here. This would be the fifth bedroom. But it's nice that, again, if one of our kids has a sleepover, or even if we have family come and stay, they could certainly stay up here. They'll have an entire living room for themselves. And again, in that living room, I'll just walk over here. This is where we have a lot of our stuff stored temporarily. But this is 14 feet wide by about 40 feet long. At the very end there will be a mini kitchen, basically just a countertop. A refrigerator. There won't be an oven or anything like that, but a fridge and a counter and a sink. And this would be the stairwell up here. Our set of spiral stairs we have will go right there. So you'll be able to come right up, enter the living room area, or there will be a doorway right here. You'll be able to enter this bedroom. Decently sized bedroom. I do have this camera on wide angle lens just so you could capture all this, but it's definitely a pretty large room. We have the bed will go over here. We have this whole area here that we could either do seating, or what I have planned for is to put the dresser there, maybe a clothes rack right there. I also have a bathroom that would be basically attached to this bedroom. So if a guest does come over, whether it's family or friends, they could come right up the stairs, come right into this bedroom, have their own privacy, and then their own bathroom all to themselves. So there will be a doorway here as well going back to that storage area. But this bathroom right here just consists of, it's not too large, but just big enough to be able to fit a standard 36 by 36 stand-up shower. There will be a toilet going right there, and right here will be a sink. So just perfect size that you would need for a guest bedroom and bathroom. So now continuing on to this area, this whole wing of the home is basically going to be my office. And this doorway here is going to pretty much be not used as much. I mean, I will certainly use it, but the point of this would be, this whole layout is that this whole portion won't really be easily accessed into there. The whole point is use that stairwell to come up here and either enter the bedroom or the living room. There will be a doorway here, but the point of this doorway would be more so to be able to just bring all of the furniture, since we can't bring it up the spiral stairs, to be able to get this furniture in and out of the bedroom and that living room. Other than that, this door will mainly just be closed all the time. Same thing with this door, typically closed all the time because there is another stairwell down at the other end that will be accessed from that. There's another set of spiral stairs over there that comes up from our bedroom, because that'll be, this whole area will just pretty much be my office. So now we'll walk into this area. Again, we have another air handler over here that does this portion of the home and the upstairs as well. There's an ERV at the very end of the house there. You'll see a lot of this duct work in here that's for the ERV system. Again, I do address all of this in another full video, so check that one out. But what I've done here, and you can see it's pretty much open and bare. I did have a lot of stuff that was sort of stored in here while I was working on it. I've been shifting things back and forth, but just today I moved all of that stuff out and I moved it over there because I want to focus on finishing this whole side of the home first. So what you can see right away is actually another bathroom. So there are back-to-back bathrooms up here. We just talked about this one. This one is a lot larger. This is going to be, like I said, my office area and also sort of a bathroom for me. Mainly, yeah, if I'm working at my desk and need to go to the bathroom here, it's right there. But I figured, you know what? I have a lot of room up here, and I wanted to also add a full shower. So I added a full walk-in shower. This pan, I believe, is 30 inches by, 5 feet. So full stand-up shower, toilet obviously going there. And then what I've actually done, sink will be right here. What I've actually done is, and hold on, I guess I'll get to that, but the toilet's sitting here. People get confused when I kind of show them this, like, what is your toilet? I just dragged it out of the way here. This will be placed over in that corner, and this bathroom will be all black themed. The other one will be white. This toilet actually goes to the other bathroom, but I just have it in here because I was using it as a template to fit everything. So what I'm doing here is taking advantage of the wing of the trusses, and I'm going to be using that as storage. So you can see I have some trim up here, and what that is sort of marking out where I'm going to be installing some swinging doorways that will allow me access to that area. So right where the toilet will be, this will be fully drywalled permanently. But beginning at that trim, there will be double doors in this section, double doors in this section. So that I will put some plywood in the back there. I'll finish the flooring from here all the way out into there. And I could pretty much just put like a clothing rack and some shelves in there and have a full closet system in there instead of just having the wasted space. So you could see that what I've done is when I did our plumbing and I did our water lines, I pushed everything to the back. I did have to sacrifice a little bit of additional length of plumbing, but it's still no problem to get all the wastewater and everything to where it needs to go. What I did here was I actually also needed to go with rear drain toilets because I was not able to, you can't drill through these trusses at all. But luckily when I built the home, I did put a drain. I ran a drain up from the slab all the way up to the wall to about this section right here. So I was able to, you could see that it's right in the bay where the shower drain lands So I was able to tie that with a trap into that drain, and I was able to also get these toilets to pitch perfectly over and back and down and hit that drain that's under there. So I wasn't exactly sure how I wanted the layout to be up here, so I just ran that drain pipe up here, and just by luck it kind of all worked out really good. And what I'll do, like I said, is sort of just lay all that plywood in there, be able to have my storage back there. And then my plan is to have my desk area over here. We're also going to put sort of a seating area. I have a sectional couch from our previous home that I'll put right there. Put a TV over there. Probably put my safe and my guns and all that stuff over here. So definitely sort of a man cave slash office slash, you know, hangout area over here. It looks pretty large. I mean, it's definitely a big area, but looks probably stretched out more just because of the wide angle lens I have going on. So you can see down there is our bedroom with the spiral stair access to up here. So, and let me just turn around here. This is the other ERV on this end of the home that takes care of all of the bathrooms and venting on this side of the house. So yeah, I just wanted to make a update video on the progress here. If you haven't checked out all the other videos on my channel, there's tons of them just covering this entire home build, everything from the initial site work and planning to framing, everything, the whole way through. So lots of content there. Check that out. Subscribe if you haven't yet. If you want to become a member of the channel, I also have members only videos. You'll get access to all my videos ahead of time, and a lot of just members only content. And I guess with that said, we'll see you guys on the next one.